Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you're amazing. Welcome to Reach. My name is Edna. I am the People's Bay. Currently at Luxury Media, where I'm shooting ZMBTalks with the one and only, the winner. I guess it's already here. Look when did the intro.
Which one?
Okay. I want AMVCA. Hey, one day. Come on now. Okay, catch us on the flip side. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Rich. You already know. My name is Indigenous Language Film. Hello, chap one say Ichibiongo, chap a neighbor. Welcome to Rich. Now, my guest today is someone whom I've tried to get. Okay, there was a time when he was too big for us. Then we asked for more subscribers. We managed to hit 100K, and he said, "No, I can finally make it," and I denied. Right? So now we're almost hitting 200K. I said, "Okay, come before we hit 200K." Okay, I'll come. But there's this saying that people say, God's time is the best. And this one is indeed God's time because it's one of the best. He's not only come with his presence, guys, but with an AMVCA award, Viewers' Choice Awards, Cosmas for Mwizukanji. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
It's true, huh? Wow, Cosmas. Wow. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
How's everything going?
So far, so good.
Yeah? But winner.
The struggle is real, but
the struggle is real.
I'm going break. Celebrating there.
How long is it going to take? Does this come with money, Cosmas?
How any recognition? Which was na Oscars, na Grammys.
Na Grammy. But it means your price has gone up.
Yeah, it's just the value that comes with this, and the respect. Obviously,
yes.
Boys.
Vastic. There's like a lot of women in Zambia more influential way before and after Mwizukanji. But why Mwizukanji? Why did you decide to do a movie?
No, why not?
What did you do about your mom, your wife?
No, why not Mwizukanji?
I don't know why and not why not.
Because then it's indigenous. It's Zambian.
And okay, here's why I said. Here's why I also compared. Here's why I brought up Mwizu's name, like why Mwizu, right? It is going to be like an easy route. She already has a fan base. You know, she's built a name for herself.
The thing is, the story does not even... It's just Zambians that love to talk too much.
Okay.
So sometimes you'd have to play along. Sometimes you play to the gallery.
So you were using her name?
Not really. That. It's just a name. It's not patent.
But the movie is about Mwizukanji.
You'd have to find out about that, especially in part 2. But the part 1 did not have anything to do with her.
So it's just her name that you got?
Edna, you wouldn't become a machine.
No, she didn't become a machine. I want to understand. You know why?
I saw Buleshnat Cosmas and she was sending.
Yes, because at that time, you are the Cosmas who's influential right now.
No banga Cosmas who are before you.
But it's for you, it was a different case.
Yeah, you are just looking at it like that. You've just chosen to take that angle.
This is why I'm asking you.
No, I'm saying Mwizukanji is a name.
Right.
I've met a lot of different Mwizukanjis in this country.
So it wasn't specifically about the Mwizukanji that we know.
You have to watch the film so that you decide for yourself, Edna.
So in short, it's not about Mwizukanji that we know.
hello Waisanji, want to me na phone. Cosmas, I watched I think my take is this. My opinion about this is this.
Cosmas, this movie, obviously, the Mwizukanji that we all know is someone who is influential. The Mwizukanji.
So this is a story about a woman who's going through hardships, right?
Okay.
And then so this is the MVCA.
Okay, since you did not want to answer that question, when you won this, did you think you're going to win actually? Let me start from there. Did you think you're going to win?
Well, I'm no longer expectant. I no longer look forward to things. I'm just living my best life to really save myself the stress, the unnecessary feelings, everything unnecessary, because anything can happen. I've been let down before where I'm looking forward to this opportunity and it doesn't come. And then never depressed, never stressed. So I was genuinely expecting anything.
Yeah. Before the interview wasn't even supposed to start from the award itself. For me, yes, I've seen a number of interviews, but I just really do not understand where the love of film came from. I know you're from Chunga.
Matero.
So, Matero is... What's the difference, Matero, Chunga?
You answered in Matero, but Chunga ni not even Matero.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Kai Bobbisti ni Robert Chunga.
Oh, Robert Chunga.
So, kai watatu wake kana washukuru wake wenza wa Chunga. Ananikania kumaliro ya wadanda. Msansa unga. Me I'm not. Me I'm Ndebele.
What? Me I'm Ndebele? Even that as well. Come on, cause anyways, let me start by saying.
So my inspiration, where the love came from. Nenzo ponza pari mwanga nkumbura.
Nifuna someone known as
pari mwanga nkumbura. Ili mchunga na mulilanda. Yeah. So nabana join a drama by my late director Darius Lombe. From there, nabana mbacho wina mawadi first year young. Nabana wina mawadi 7.
What awards?
Best actor, best reciter.
That's for the first project you ever.
First time I ever acted. Now in a best actor.
Okay, first time you ever acted professionally or
on stage.
Okay.
So it was some sort. I think it was junior stage professional.
Okay.
Yes. Best actor, best poet per zone. Best actor, best poet district. Tabrataluza drum. Ku provincial na banando wina best reciter.
Yeah.
Second year. Best actor, best poet. Best actor, best poet. Best actor, best Paka National. I was nominated for the Ngoma Awards in 2011. The first time.
The very first time.
So if Vama awadi yakuru na namba kudala.
Does it come like in family, bloodline, in anybody who's an actor?
Well, that could have been an actor, may so rest in peace. But not on a larger scale. When the check shan. So tinapo present manade kanawaki itaise. So, but he was the keen one on my career that he could support me a lot more than my mother did, because my mom had never seen me perform.
Okay. When did that pass?
In November 2023.
Okay.
But Dad had seen me. So the day that parents were invited to come and watch us school, when I had left Harimanga for Nelson Mandela, basically, Mom had gone for Kosoweto. So she had never watched me. So she and then 90% of my career in Zobwela Chena Maplanga. I've got over 50 awards.
Over 50 awards?
Over 50 awards for best actor, best poet, reciter, writer, director, name them. So, it just is some confirmation for a lot of great things that are yet to come.
Okay.
So that's why I'll make it big. I know where I'm coming from. And my inspiration is my struggle. So even the film making...
What struggle?
The struggle.
In the film or kunyumba?
Look, sinachoka family wins and dramas. Nziyako bati wasiza school wakita pabebe vibwera mwamba. Nasa nzapo na kuma industry na one day chabe bani na banare.
Why did
you? Pomba matishu. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm called for the world, not to sit down here and shut up. And my problem is my mouth. Mukankala batanta meka matishu. So then but you're not supposed to talk to each other. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do this nonsense. Same day I quit.
Then what was your next job?
My next job, na brother bachiko bwana ma audition young foot. Ndema mene na brother ambira na kwa kitabu ma film ya on a larger scale.
Or your first salary from acting? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
How much was it?
It was a lot. You can contract, so it's English.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually asking because you've seen how South African veteran actors are coming out asking for help, for shiny. And so for me, I also want to know like where you're coming from and how far you've gone in the acting space.
This is my 15th year.
Huh?
15th year
in the industry.
Yes.
You've been doing this, eh?
Yes. So it's a confident yes because I know how it feels to be exploited. I know how it feels to be used. I've worked with several big names in the industry that have used me. And the time we asked for money, that's how the project died. But I cannot issue it. I know big names in the industry that have used us for free in their films. That time began apart.
Maybe at that time you still needed the exposure.
I don't think so. I think I'm just good enough.
When you were already established, that's when you were being exploited.
Yeah, at some point, yeah. Because they noticed me from a film about it, and I saw you in this. I can't see you're that good. Come. I saw you in this. Maybe the people that gave me the platforms, I owe it to them. Like Mr. Frank Sibu.
You're still friends with Mr. Frank Sibu?
Too much. Why are we supposed to be enemies? Just because Edna, you and I are not working together, it does not mean it's the end of our... I need you. You need me. We don't know what the future holds. And that's a principle Mr. Sibuku lives by. So I've learned so much from him to let him just go. So
in short, Cosmas, you I know you talked about this already. So you were not fired, you just left.
No, I feel like that conversation is not very important because the reality is I am not there. So
do you miss being on?
I miss on set. I miss the show. I miss the show, genuinely. But you see, in concept year relationship, if you break up with someone, if you never genuinely loved them, you'd never look back at. I was so attached to the show, I gave it my all because every time I'm performing, I strive to deliver to the best of my abilities because I don't know who's watching. You see? So Mbali made me a household name. There's no office I can walk in where people don't know me. And if I'm not acknowledging that, then I'm a fool. I don't even deserve to be where I am. So a principle having get to with celebrities or people that are public figures. We forget where we're coming from. We want to pontera for people who made us what we've become. I was never going to have this MVCA award if it was not for Mpari. Because a lot of people came to watch Mwizukanji to see what logic can do. And in the same vein, Nima Langiza, I'm not logic, I'm Cosmas. And before Mpari, I won a lot of awards. But since you don't know about that, I'm going to have this big award that is going to introduce the already past ones.
The past awards.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, in a sentence type, I'm going to forget. No.
Okay.
No, I'll have to constantly speak about you.
Okay.
Like the whole catalogue of music we have in the Mwizukanji film was written by Mike Lee. I would be selfish if I said I was one of. No.
I hear you. Do you think people didn't believe you when you left?
People don't believe. Banaseka not puva toiletarika. Atizamu wanazavutika. Namanga nyumba hapa. It's not the first house I've built. Nakukira kwa nyumba kwangu. Nangupalibe malata ni nyumba mwangu. You know what I mean? The progress that has come, sometimes your space or where you're holding on to sometimes might not even be your redemption. So it's a lesson for a lot of people. I've seen, look, I'm not on the show. I've won the same award
the show won.
As an individual. Well, not maybe in the same category, but the same platform.
Did you lose friends after losing your job?
Yeah, I could have, but I never pay attention because I'm in my own space. I work to impress myself.
Then you have genuine friends. I mean, everybody was still there around you. You know, people loved you for you, and not. So, like, I know a lot of people have congratulated. We have congratulated you. I came across this.
You were chatting for much.
Okay. What I just also want us to acknowledge some of the winners that won, you know, before you. Thank you, guys. This was sponsored by Mr. Owas Mwape, film director. Shout out, Mr. Owas. Thank you, guys. Fred Peary, AMVCA winner for Love Games. Nancy, nominee for Best Actress. Abraham Cowboy, who won AMVCA Southern Africa for Jomako in 2018. You know, after he won everything. So he says Cosmas Ng'andwe also won. Then, lastly, all the nominees that kept the flag high since the AMVCA started. Thank you, Cosmas, and the past winners. You have made us proud. Well, he was giving everybody else their flowers that actually won.
Why now?
Why later? The same question that you see the way you answered me.
No. Why now? When we are still celebrating something big. Look, the timing, right? For me, I find this a bit offensive because you are basically telling me that Iwe, don't celebrate, you're not the first one to win. Let me give you a list of people that have won. You're not setting a very good example to me. Because then, as an elder, you are telling me that if anyone wins, remind them that there's been people who came before them. In my video, in my appreciation post, I haven't said I'm the first one to ever win this, or I haven't shitted on people's kind gesture, on other people's past glory. I haven't. So I find it very offensive when I'm told that ichichikombe wawina kulibambia ba winine before iwe. And by the way, this is the first award to ever come in Zambia. Every other person in Pakanwafi.
What do you mean?
Fika hapo na Champaris chinabwere, King Bugas chinabwere, vonse fika bobwere. Ndiye cha first stage. As far as I'm concerned. So maybe pamene apatifutepo mazina yanga hii tilembepo yawe nangobe na Fred Piri, Nancy Andavire Shanshan. Maybe. So that tikachi framing it in a museum. But as far as I'm concerned.
So in short, it didn't sit well with you the way
the
way he congratulated you.
He didn't even call me to congratulate me. I respect him. The accolades, the stuff that he's done, I respect him so much. But why now? Didn't we celebrate the people that won the time they won? We all posted about him, but was I on the show? No. But we posted. Time ya Love Games yo nishinikari school nikari kwari mwanga kari kuchunga. Tenze bepo na social media na venze powerful mu capacity yao. What we are supposed to do the bantu ni mutotereni muntu when the dust settles then we say, oh, there's been these people that won. But what are you trying to prove if you tell me that as you said, in fact, there's another message that was sent on the Nama group.
Yeah.
He said, as we said, dear Nama, as you celebrate this, remember to acknowledge the people that, also to celebrate the people that, and he listed them. So that what? So that I should feel less of a winner? No. I was very offended. And I honestly don't care. Because I work in my own space. Nikaboenda ko production and the pemper equipment. How? In my struggles, I fight for my struggles alone. Even when I've got backlash, people were tearing down my billboards. Where were they? People were stealing equipment.
I still not believe that, Cosmas. Like people would actually strip your billboards.
Tell me, You spend 50 pin for billboard and then you go and tear it down yourself. Are you normal?
For clout? Sympathy?
Why?
People's attention?
Why? I don't like attention. That's why I fight every negative thing. I fight it in the background because I don't love negative attention.
So that was genuinely hate that you were showing us. That look at why
I
are
should
people.
think so, because then why should I spend 50 pin for a billboard and tear it down? Wamena in winch to struggle. Edna.
People can be bad, yeah?
We started being fought from the word go. In the process, people in my same space by equipment,
What, 72,000?
72 pin. Tell me I stole that equipment for sympathy.
Yes. How did you move on from that?
Tell me, I asked the first main actress to leave the show. The first Mwizukanji we shot. I told her to say leave so that people feel pity for us. Tell me. And I invested that 140,000 kwacha for free.
So you think people asked the lead actress to leave?
No. The context of your question is that genuinely, was that genuine?
Yeah, like, I didn't believe like people would actually just wake up and just go tear down and someone's hard work.
Look, a very powerful thing must be fought. Is usually fought, especially if you are incapacitated by resources, by great force of energy is usually attracting negativity. Why? Because bad company corrupts good morals. Edna, I've been fought from day one with this. To have this thing sitting here is a miracle.
I see a believer of Christ. Let's talk about your background, What kind of home do you come from?
I come from a traditional Christian home. Where church kwatu nkwa imbuku shani.
What is the good?
I used to go to CMM. I go there anyway. Okay. Then I developed love for UCZ, but I'm stuck between the two churches. I love them both.
Yeah. Do you, the way you handle the situation, okay, maybe this is why it was actually also hard for me to believe, like.
Oh, so you didn't believe also?
No, I did not believe to say people are bringing out those billboards, and this is why I want to know where you come from, because they should have raised you with, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just to respect your own space and people's space, because if that happened to anybody else, I feel they were going to go on a rant. You know what I mean?
I just laughed.
It shows like you're coming from a home where you've got teachings.
What we say, Edna Ngandwe mkuru pali. I have to stand up for you to sit. If you are a woman, I have to stand up for you to sit. If I meet a woman on the road carrying something heavy, I have to help her wherever she's going to take them. Even up to date, I give strangers lifts. Because I know how it feels to come from nothing. I know how it feels to walk in the sun. I know what it means for a mother who's just selling maize, pakona, or groundnuts. I know how it feels to be given 100 kwacha.
So now when all this is happening, you can sense it, you can feel it, just deliberately being attacked. What are people at home telling you? What are they saying now?
I don't go about looking for validation, approval, or I have a circle of people that support and guide me and encourage and direct me. So when I do something that doesn't sit in well with them and on the moral standards, they usually call me and advise. Some are from the industry. Mr. Frank's book has been one of those people that actually sit me down. Of course, must take down that post. It doesn't. Even Mr. Collins Zulu, I could name a few here. Mr. Cyril, my manager, my former manager.
He's a farmer.
He sits me down, even up to date. Says, oh, Cosmas, do this. No, don't do that. He was the one who actually funded the whole film the second time. Because he saw it fit to say, no, you can't give up on such a dream. And this award.
You wanted to give up?
I did. How am I being fought? Look, I raise money to make a film. My father dies in the process. My wife is pregnant. Equipment is stolen. I literally can't do anything. The main actress leaves the show.
Why did she leave? Did she explain why she left?
I don't know. It could be sabotage or whatever. But why are all these things happening to this great project? And why does God use one man and Mr. Felix, Lixward Motors, to come and say, you're going to do this production and whatever you need, we're going to give you? And then it's done. In the process, the same man, Mr. Surreal, goes and pays for billboards. Then I should tear them down for him. Am I being grateful?
No.
So to make up to this point is nothing sort of a miracle.
Yeah. How did your dad's passing change your perspective of life?
I was depressed. And people never saw it.
And you didn't look like it because you're alive every day. Not really every day, but at the funeral, some people are like, we didn't really see that part of you.
I've been depressed, Edna. Even up to now. I'm still in my 5 stages of grief.
Yeah.
People don't know. People expect you to be okay. People expect you to smile because you're a public figure. You're immune to all these things. You're immortal. One of the scenes in the film was written by Dad. And I was calling him in his days of the hospital. And when I won this, everything came down hitting on me.
I hear you.
Yeah, how happy he would have been to just see his son.
Yeah, oh my God, Cosmas. You want to make me cry?
Yeah, that's...
I'm not supposed to, but yeah. Oh.
And then he left his entire family in my hands and told Mom to say, I'm going.
Yeah.
I've left you in the hands of this boy.
Gentleman.
He's gonna take care. This is me. Tell him now.
Oh, nice.
Now imagine all that weight on you, Ed. And then the world is fighting you. And then people...
But how do you manage not to show the world what you're going through?
It's not their business. People don't care. No one cares. No one cares how I even got here.
Yeah.
I don't care where you're coming from.
True.
It's just necessary when we meet.
True.
Yeah. So, just like it doesn't
That's a
matter.
bitter truth.
That's a bitter truth. I don't know how much women we have at your house.
No.
But I expect to see ZMB.
ZMB running. True.
You know what I mean? Why? Because people are heartless. But there's genuine people also in the world out there.
True.
We cannot take away that from the world.
One thing I also did not understand about you is why you decided to spearhead Dave's, what is that what we're doing? The contributions to donations?
Oh, yeah, for
Dave, yeah.
I know where ZMB comes from.
He had friends. Why didn't you leave it in the hands of his friends?
Well, who came on board to say that? There's a difference between choosing and deciding, a choice and a decision. The choice is yours to talk about something. The decision is the step you take. I chose to talk about it, and because people responded, I took a step. And whether we were able to build that house or not, it's the thought that counts. It's a decision that actually makes it a reality.
You didn't succeed?
No, unfortunately, the money that we raised was not enough to
build the house, but you gave it to the family.
But the money that we made, we gave it all to the family. We had a few expenses that we encountered during the show because it was not a sponsored show. We got the venue, we got the whatever, but there were a few ways that we needed people coming together. We even ordered T-shirts that we were selling at the venue and stuff like that. But everything else that remained was given to the family, and we appreciated them, and they blessed us. It was worth the try.
Interesting. Hush, I like that. I like, how's the music career going?
Nina album. Nina album, my album. Muzimu kalipoka mba days akachoka.
I don't know, nai za kutufya wadi manje
Wadi kamba kudia nayo. Nilimtoileti selfie. It's a blow, right? It's a blow.
What would you want young actors, filmmakers to learn? You've had the opportunity to work before them.
My friends out there, if you're watching, if the old are not doing what is right, let them be taught by us, the young ones. These were the words I learned from my late director in 2012. And I've lived by that. That is why you don't see me seek validation. There's a few people in my circle and space that I call for advice, for guidance. Not everyone.
Okay.
And the other interview I said, with or without the support of people that have been before us, we are going to penetrate. We are going to kupita pepa japani base space. Why? Because timas bilivamo. So anyone out there who doesn't believe in themselves should find something else, because nothing comes easy. If you wait for people, if you wait for someone, if you keep writing proposals to ask for sponsorship, but start saving. Because if that proposal comes back with a no, you're doomed.
And you're doomed for good. Doomed for good.
Yes.
Okay. Yo, I was going to go on and on and on. But have you been to luxury media? Have you been to this? Why? The first to ever make it
in Zambia.
And to everybody else that did not believe in the brand Cosmas Ng'andwe, what would you say to them?
I forgive you, you know not what you have done.
And also, about the film spaces, do you people have gatekeepers in film industry? Thank you.
Valiko, but mama zibilivisa chati valiko, but nachikombe ichi. Ero sinapitire mnyumba mwao. Tinangena kwa airport.
But why didn't you go for the awards?
Tinasta kapa airport. Va ministry wanapa tugulira matiketi nishipani tilipa airport. Then visa braka no choka. So, nabuirera cha kunyumba, but I knew I was not going to go anywhere from the nomination itself. But I owe this award to Emmanuel Mwape.
Okay.
Because he's the one who sent me that link for Africa Magic First Choice Award.
Yeah.
And his film was nominated in the same
category
with me.
And you won.
And I won. He didn't.
Nice.
And he continues to be a brother. So thanks to you, Mwafe by Emmanuel Mwape.
Nice.
That's why we're saying the youths in Puerto Rico. Because we are selfless. Bakulu bamene baliko connection chana katilila na manira chana.
Real life.
Yes.
All right, Cosmas, thank you so much for coming through.
Serious?
Yeah. Who would you say the best director in Zambia besides you?
Besides me? Passport right up, why? Magaya wazaka ni konka I'd rather say Ndiye che.
Best actress.
Best actress. One of my best actresses in Zambia.
I'll start Helena.
Helena Mukadi.
Mukadi
Helena last. But I'm sorry, Helena. It's not like you're not good. For me, she's actually in part 2.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
But there's one actress that this country has not seen.
Who's that?
Susan Mumba.
She new?
No, she's there. You know Jeremy?
Yes. family
She is brilliant.
Are you for real?
Trust me.
I heard Jeremy and Leo are brothers.
No, it was a director-son relation. Somebody else was a director back. My kai dukuru mapezana bati.
Okay.
It's like back at director.
Best male actor.
Best actor and Zambia ine. Inevo. Edna ndi mukali. Inendi mukali. Elo tamula tamba pone fe ningachi.
Serious.
Akalumba.
But okay, logically, I want you to be very honest with me.
Cosmas.
Okay, Cosmas. Do you feel like the character logic was kind of like washing away? Maybe they were Mwizukanji.
I've just realized that I down. Why sure?
You've realized that? So what people were saying was true. That I think we had too much of your character.
Well, not on the public opinion. Just myself as an individual.
Yeah.
I found that I've forgotten certain terminologies. Shani, it should have. Well, it was necessary that it was played like that. But if it were to come back, it should be a part-time thing.
Okay.
Because if it's consistent.
I hear you. Alrighty, I think it's time for us to leave. Thank you so much to Luxury Media. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No. Me, I type into this script.
Yes.
I type into it, you know. Thank you so much. Otherwise, this is Zambia channel for real. You put Zambia on the map. Shout out to Director Rico Jamal. We are outside. Yeah. Cosmas, what else do you want to say?
Look out for Mwizukanji Part 2 coming in October.
Mwizukanji adbe mwana. Ngangana mwana.
Number chat starting wamshuta kwendo hizi. Iwe mpelech kombe. Tamwangala wino wagaina pia.